What's up, guys? It is I-90 time. We've got I-90 this week. It's week 9. Still only got 2 wins on the board. Hoping to get big number 3 here. I got a fun team. Most of it's pretty standard, but I've got a fun, cool set built for this Golden Go. Pretty excited about that one. He's got a pretty balanced overall team. He doesn't have a whole lot of physical attackers, to be honest. That was one thing I noticed. He's got some stuff that could be mixed, like Greninja, Tornadus, and Infernape and Regidrago. But nothing like real hard-hitting physical attackers. A lot of his big threatening stuff are typically special attackers. Of course, he does have the Cleaver. Cleaver actually is his kill leader right now, which is pretty funny. He had a couple games where it just popped off and went crazy. The matchup here, nothing super obvious, like easily exploitable. He does have some weaknesses, a lot of flying weaknesses, but a couple of those are down towards the bottom, so it's maybe fake weaknesses. A lot of ground and ice weaknesses, which is something that I definitely can make use of. One big thing is Excalibur, since it does get Earthquake, spamming ice moves and then using Earthquake for the things that are resistant to ice. So Golden Go, I don't know, Greninja's so frail. Golden Go is weak to ground. Greninja's super frail. Infernape's really frail. I don't know, it doesn't really matter that much, and against the Greninja and the Infernape I can use a dragon move. So yeah, Excalibur looks pretty nice if I can find opportunities to get it set up against him. Alright, well, here is the team. I'm going to be, Iron Valiant is kind of going to be the main focus of the team, I think. I think that's something I need to do more this season. Iron Valiant is just so good. It's my kill leader, even though I'm second to last, maybe last now, I don't know. Actually, I think second to last only because of differential on that overall record. So, yeah, it's carrying me pretty hard. I think I need to do some more things to support it. So I've got some pivots this time with Rotom and Lando, some utility stuff from these guys down here. Bringing a Sword Stance again with it. It looks really nice against his team. He's got some stuff that are really bulky on the special side, like Sylveon especially. So I like the physical, and the bulky physical stuff he's got, like Ursaluna and Hydrapple, are weak to Iron Valiant stab moves of fighting and fairies, so it's able to hit them very hard. Even though they're physically bulky, it's able to overpower them pretty easily. So running Sword Stance, Close Combat, Spirit Break, Knockoff. I am running Spirit Break this time. Don't have multiple Defiant Pokemon to deal with this time, so Spirit Break actually looks pretty good against like Hydrapple and Regidrago, and also hits neutrally on a couple of big things that I'll need to break through, like Sylveon, Okidogi. So helpful there as well. That special attack drop is actually pretty nice against like Sylveon too, to lower its special attack and possibly allow Iron Valiant the opportunity to stay in against it. So that could be really helpful as well. I'm running Terra Poison on Iron Valiant, just totally defensively, not running anything to boost, not running like Poison Jab or anything like that. Poison Jab would be nice on Sylveon, but I think the other moves are more important. I definitely need Knockoff for the Golden Go, and then I think obviously Close Combat is going to be his strongest option against a lot of the neutral hits, plus against Ursaluna, Greninja. And then Spirit Break really helps against the Hydrapple, as well as getting the neutral hit on both Sylveon and Okidogi. If I was running a poison move in that slot, breaking Sylveon would be easier, but Okidogi is a bit harder. So I want to be sure that I can actually still break through both of them with Iron Valiant. I've got a Scarf Sinistcha. I like the Sinistcha's matchups here, so I wanted to run it. It looks like Shadow Ball and Machagacha are kind of hard for him to switch into. Sylveon's bulky, of course, so it can switch into either of them decently well. But the things that are resistant to one are weak to another. So with Ursaluna, immune to Shadow Ball, weak to Machagacha. Greninja, resistant to the Shadow Ball, but weak to Machagacha. And vice versa. Like Tornadus is weak to, or resistant to Machagacha, but Shadow Ball still hits it hard. And there's a few others, but it's those two moves are gonna be hard for him to switch into. And I threw Hex on there as well. I've got Thunderwave on both Rotom and Jirachi, so Hex could be more powerful depending on the scenario. And then Memento in that last slot to give me an opportunity to maybe switch in with something like Excalibur, Iron Valiant, and set up in the late game if things work out that way. Excalibur, that's going to be another big offensive piece with Iron Valiant. So Excalibur and Iron Valiant really share a lot of checks with each other. So he may try to use Golden Go, Sylveon, Deoxys Defense, and Okidogi. Golden Go is a little bit easier to break through because it's less bulky than those others typically, and they have super effective coverage. Knock off on Iron Valiant and Earthquake on Excalibur. Of course, he can have Berries or Air Balloon, but generally they're going to have easier time breaking Golden Go. With these three here, it's a little bit harder because they don't have a knockoff on Deoxys Defense, but on the other three, they're just going to have to, or on the other two, Iron Valiant has to hit them just neutrally with the stab moves, and Excalibur has to hit all three. I guess Okidogi is weak to Earthquake as well, but it's going to have to Sylveon to Deoxys Defense with its powerful stab moves. So, the two of them bait all three and 3.5 of them in, and can wall break for each other. So Dragon Dance Excalibur and the Swords Dance Iron Valiant for really nice wall breaking and sweeping core. They can do either job depending on how things go. Standard set on Excalibur. Oh, and I didn't mention the EVs on Iron Valiant. I kept it just maximum on speed because it technically doesn't outspeed Regieleki. It's actually 1 point slower than Regieleki with the booster energy. But if he gets greedy at all, trying to speed creep anything, then I would outspeed. So just in case, I figured I may as well go max speed. And then the Sinistcha outspeeds the Greninja. It also outspeeds a Scarfed, Modester, Adamant, Okidogi, and Regidrago. And then Excalibur here, running a Jolly Nature so I can outspeed the couple of things here that it would miss out on otherwise. These are pretty big targets for it to hit. That's going to be pretty important. So I went Jolly to hit all these 4 here. All right, and then Rotom. Rotom is a big defensive piece of this team. It's special defense. I'm running a special defensive set. It has a really nice matchup against a lot of the special attackers. So against Tornadus, looks really good, resisting flying moves. Against Ursaluna, looks good, immune to the ground moves, and then it's only neutral against the normal moves. Of course, Hyper Voice does still do a lot of damage, and so does Blood Moon, but Blood Moon's easier to play around since he can't use it twice in a row. Rotom looks really nice against a special attacker Greninja. It's a little bit harder if he's more of a physical or split Greninja, running some physical coverage, especially if he's going protein. If he's Battle Bond, it's easier to handle with Rotom, though. Rotom looks pretty nice against Sylveon and Regidrago if it's a special Regidrago. So Rotom looks pretty nice. Thunder Wave, really nice to cripple a lot of things on the team. Golden Go, obviously, can switch into that, and then Ursaluna is obviously immune, but Ursaluna is weak to Hydro Pump, so it's risky there. Golden Go obviously baits it in, so of course just Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, pretty standard Rotom. Volt Switch allows me to pivot out if I expect him to go Golden Go, so I'll be able to pivot out to something else that can threaten the Golden Go there. Lando here is working as another wall breaker and hazard setter. I'm going to be using it a little bit more aggressively. He does have a lot of weaknesses to ground, and the ones that are resistant or immune to ground, the Sludge Wave helps really well on the coverage. It hits Hydrapple super effectively and hits Tornadus neutrally, but it's still a 2-hit KO unless he's running a bunch of bulk or an Assault Vest on Tornadus. I've got U-Turn to pivot to allow some opportunities for switch-ins to my other Pokemon, and then Stealth Rocks to just get some chip damage. He doesn't have great removal with Defog on Cleaver, which I think that's a fake Defogger. Cleaver is pretty frail and wants to set its own hazards and not remove hazards, so I think that's tough. And then the Regieleki is a little more niche. It has good matchups on like Mandibuzz and Rotom, and some of the other stuff. But I mean, Lando, Excalibur, Crocodile, Cyclozar, Sinistcha, all of those have a really good matchup on Regieleki, and he's gonna have a hard time switching it in. So I can spin block with Sinistcha if I think he's gonna rapid spin. It also resists the electric moves. And of course, Excalibur resists as well, and Lando's immune. So Regieleki is going to have a hard time. So I wanted to get something on the team with rocks. So Lando's going to be doing that pretty aggressively for me this week. And wall breaking pretty aggressively. Hopefully I can get some good work done with it and not just let it die like it has happened a couple of times this season. So far, this team is pretty normal looking, except for the Sinistcha, which isn't crazy. Everything else on the team is like a normal set. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I'm getting a little greedy with the Lando running a modest nature as well. The only thing it misses out on the speed tier is Deoxys defense. That's if he's running a maximum speed, like Jolly or timid Deoxys defense, which I figure is probably unlikely. He could, but I don't know if it really helps him much. If he does speed creep for my Excalibur, then Lando speed ties with it. So there's that. But I don't know. I don't think it was worth it. And getting that speed increase or the damage increase on Lando is pretty valuable. I still outspeed Cleaver and Golden Go. So I figured it was worth it to be greedy and go for modest nature for the damage. And then the last one, before I cut myself off on that point, I wanted to get something fun on this team. Sinistcha is the only thing that's not just a standard set. But Choice Scarf isn't like, it's nothing crazy, it's something, that could be expected. It's a base 70 speed, so it could happen. But the Jirachi in prison set is one I'm really excited to use. So I wanted this Jirachi to pivot into a couple of things that my team needs a little bit of assistance with, like Hydrapple, Cleavor, Sylveon, Deoxys defense, Okidogi. Several of those things are things that Iron Valiant and Excalibur have a hard time breaking through, so it helps pivot into those if I need to switch into them. It's not a super easy switch. Like, it doesn't wall any of them. Like Cleaver, X-Scissor has a low chance for a 2-hit KO. If it's Adamant, it's a higher chance of a 2-hit KO on Scissor or on Jirachi. Jirachi is faster though, so that helps. Okidogi's knockoff still does a lot of damage. Hydrapple's Earth Power still does a lot of damage. But I want to switch it in and kind of threaten those out early on, and bait in things like Golden Go and Ursaluna. So I'm assuming he's going to think this Jirachi is running something like Iron Head, which can flinch hack all of these to death. I could paralyze them if I wanted and then flinch hack to death. Sylveon and Cleaver are weak to the Iron Head, so they don't want to stay into it for sure. Okidogi and Hydrapple are fairly bulky, but they still are slower, so they could be flinch hacked, and they don't resist it. So I like baiting these two in with a Jirachi early game. I've got Doom Desire, does a lot of damage to Ursaluna. I think Ursaluna is a little easier for me, mainly because my offensive core can break through it. Like Iron Valiant Excalibur break it pretty easily. But Golden Go is kind of free of a switch in, and I don't really have to. Golden Go is a free switch in to a standard Jirachi, and I don't really have a great switch in to Golden Go. Of course, Iron Valiant and Excalibur threaten it offensively with their coverage moves. Sinistcha threatens it with Shadow Ball. Lando threatens it with Earth Power. Rotom can kind of switch into it, but yeah, I didn't want this Jirachi to just totally be bait for Golden Go to come in for free and allow Golden Go to come in and be unpunished. So I'm going to switch. The plan is to switch Jirachi into some of these other things that it normally just has a nice matchup against and bait the Golden Go in, and I can use Imprison, which prevents it from using Shadow Ball and Thunder Wave, the two biggest things that are going to, that it would likely use to hurt Jirachi. Obviously, he could still have Hex. If he's running Hex, then he probably has Thunder Wave. So he's not going to be able to paralyze me. it's going to be a little bit weaker than Shadow Ball. And if he's not running a Thunder Wave set, if he's running just a Shadow Ball set, then he's not going to be able to hit me with Shadow Ball. So it's a really nice way to just somewhat shut down that Golden Go against the Jirachi, which is really helpful. So he doesn't just come in for free and take advantage of the Jirachi. And this Jirachi is still able to do pretty well against these other things. Like, it's able to support in the way I need it to support. I don't need it to come in and be a win condition or a hard wall to a lot of these Pokemon, because I can break through them with my other Pokemon. But I need Jirachi as a possible switch in for them. I want to get that Thunder Wave spread around to my teams to power up the Sinistcha's Hex. Also, just making Baxcalibur and Iron Valiant's job easier cleaning up. And the Doom Desire helps on switches to weaken things and possibly give me better opportunities for sweeping with those offensive Pokemon. So I think that Jirachi is still really nice. Even with a weird set, it's still able to threaten those slower things that I need it to, while still, not being free for Golden Go. So yeah, I like that. And then Doom Desire against Ursaluna, it still does a ton of damage. It's a 2-hit KO. Obviously, I can't use it twice, but I can Doom Desire and then switch to something like Rotom, which is kind of meant to switch into Ursaluna. So either that or switch into something like Sinistcha. Even Sinistcha could come in and Revenge Kill. But yeah, I really like this team. Once again, really like it. I've said that every week, I think. I don't know if there's been any weeks where I said, oh man, I really don't like this team I built. Maybe earlier in the season, I don't know. It looks fun. I'm hoping this Jirachi is able to do really well against the Golden Go. I'm really looking forward to using that set. And yeah, I'm going to try to lean on the Iron Valiant as much as possible, because it is so incredibly strong. It is really, really good. Hopefully Iron Valiant and Baxcalibur can wall break for each other and then clear the way for the other to sweep. Yeah, I will see you guys shortly when it's time for the battle. All right, here we go with that 90. All right, no Golden Go. No Kidogi, no Deoxys Defense. All right, that's pretty nice for Excalibur and Iron Valiant. Really, like the only big thing to them is Sylveon, and its physical defense isn't that high. It's a bit more on the special side. So that's good for me. No Greninja either, so I think I might like the Lando lead. I think I do. He did bring Sylveon and Cleaver, so Jirachi's probably going to be pretty useful. Let's go with Lando. Either get Rocks, Pivot, or go for the attack. Hydrapple, no Infernape. Alright, so also, what's his Terra types? You can't Terra with like Ursaluna. Regidrago is Steel. Okay, yeah, that's pretty standard. Steel or Ground or Fairy. Okay. Alright, so he could go for a Bleak Wind Storm. He could also go for a Taunt, so I can't Stealth Rock. He could also go for a U-turn. On the special attack side, I like Rotom. Now, it is good against Ursaluna and Tornadus, and I don't know about Regidrago because it's only neutral on taking the hits from it, and that thing hits hard. And if it's physical, like Draco Meteor, yeah, I'm better off beating that offensively, or even Jirachi does decently against Regidrago. So I do like the Would I rather get up rocks or U-turn and get momentum? Ooh, I don't want to be taunted. I'm gonna U-turn. Yeah, I mean, this is a life orb set. If he's not life orb, 64, so I take a little less. Lando does, I mean, he's faster than everything except Tornadus, so that's really nice actually. And Regieleki, but it basically walls Regieleki aside from Explosion. Alright, so I think we just U-turn. Go for the momentum. And I don't want to be taunted, so yeah, we do that. Do a knockoff. Okay. I'm okay with that then. It's more of a utility set then, I guess. We go to Rotom Wash. I'm kind of sad that he didn't bring Golden Go because I really wanted to use this in Prison Jirachi. Do you have anything else that my Thunder Wave that could come in handy? I don't think so. I guess maybe Regieleki can, but I don't know if that's going to be impactful at all. Doom Desire gets pretty hard against his team, to be honest. Everything except, like, Terra Steel Regidrago. That's kind of crazy, actually. Alright, let's Volt Switch. He doesn't really have a free switch into Volt Switch. I guess Sylveon, maybe. Ursaluna's risky. If I Hydro Pump. Oh, that's Assault Vest. That's gotta be, right? Yeah, it looks like Assault Vest. All he's done so far is knock off. I don't really want more shit knocked off. Ugh. Now obviously Baxcalibur kills. He could knock off my item there. Do I just go for setup with Baxcalibur? Or maybe go back to Lando. I go Lando. He's more offensive variant. I go Stealth Rock. Get hazards up. Is he gonna taunt? He could taunt. Sad that he knocked off the life orb, so it's gonna be pretty weak now. That's not that bad, but it's weaker than it could have been. Look, it's 2 KO on the bulky Sylveon. Give me a U-turn, alright. Stealth Rock. I don't know, he doesn't... Lando's gonna be pretty nice here against everything else except Tornadus. Okay. So where's the 2 at KO unless he's like max special bulk? We go for it. What's the worst that happens? He's bulkier than I thought. Like specially, I don't know. I think I just go for the Sludge Wave. It's super effective if he's if he's specially bulky Sylveon. Okay. Oh, a crit. That's big. Roar. Okay. I'm fine with that. What's he gonna do here? He doesn't... That crit was pretty brutal, man. Pretty fucking great. Where's the crit damage? 58 to 68. 87. Is that offensive? What the hell? 58 to 68 according to this calc. On that. Oh no. 82 to 97. I was looking at Earth Power for some reason. Obligatory man. Yeah. Okay, so assuming physically bulky, he's got Roar. It's chipped down so low. That's huge for me. So the Iron Valiant and Baxcalibur look great now to set up and sweep. Both of them do. Sinistcha. Probably want to go for... I don't know which one to go for. Shadow Ball or Machagacha. Shadow Ball's a little bit better against most things except for Ursaluna. I think I go for that. Go for Shadow Ball. Don't want this to get healed with Wish for free. Machigotcha's burn is really nice though. Machigotcha is still a possible 2 at KO on. Okay, Machigotcha is actually really nice because a burn on Regidrago could be good. It's still neutral on that. Well, Tornadus can take it pretty easily. Tornadus, I guess you can burn on Tornadus would be really nice though. Let's go for Machigotcha. Oh, okay. Let me just go to Tornadus now. Okay, well that's huge for Baxcalibur and Iron Valiant, because that's the biggest thing that was tough for them to break through. It's huge for Baxcalibur and Iron Valiant. Does Baxcalibur really have any opportunities to set up against? Really, I guess Tornadus. If he doesn't have a fighting coverage, it gets Focus Blast, right? He could Focus Blast. I think I may just go Rotom here. And Volt Switch again, potentially. Like, what does he threaten me with? Like, Regieleki? Not really. Regieleki, a Sinistcha can spin block, and also Lando is immune. Regieleki doesn't really threaten me with anything. Like, if he U-turns on this when I go Rotom, I don't know. He doesn't really have any great matchups. I guess maybe Cleaver to get rocks up of his own, potentially. But then I could get Jirachi in with Doom Desire and start firing off some of those. We go Rotom. Rotom is... Ooh, nice. Rotom's taking a big chunk of damage. I don't know now. It might be better... I was thinking about Volt Switch, but he might just U-turn. If he does... Cleaver's the only other thing... Like, Cleaver and Tornadus. And... Well, Cleaver's not going to come in. That's for sure. Now, Ursaluna is obviously immune to Volt Switch and Thunder Wave, but it's weak to Hydro Pump. So I think, I don't know, it's kind of safe for me to do that. Maybe a Thunder Wave. Getting a Thunder Wave on something like Regidrago would be really nice. Hydro Pump 2 goes Regieleki, but again, Sinistcha easily comes in if he goes Regieleki. Then I can just start spamming more Machigotchas. Okay. I think I go for a Thunder Wave, because if he stays in and expects me to Volt Switch or something like that, because he can tank it with the Assault Vest, Thunder Wave is huge to cripple him. And then if he goes Regieleki or Ursaluna, I'm okay with those matchups with Rotom. So we go Thunder Wave. Okay, cool. Bro! Oh my god! Fuck, dude. You gotta be kidding me. I played it perfectly. I'll fucking stay in again. I don't care if he U-turns. He can kill me with Blood Moon. I mean, this is one of my ways to just severely dent Ursaluna. It gets a 1-hit KO if it's not Assault Vest, I believe. So yeah, we just go for a Hydro Pump on it. He may double switch back to something else. Definitely a possibility. Bro. Jesus fucking Christ, man. That's fucking ridiculous. Tornadus should be paralyzed, and Ursaluna should be, if not dead, half health. It might be Assault Vest, so. God damn, man. It's kind of tough. I might be best off just going Lando, sacking it, going for an Earth Power to get as much damage as I can. Because depending on how much bulk he's got, Iron Valiant and Excalibur might not get 1-hit KOs on it. And Sinistcha might not if he's Assault Vest. I think I go Lando. If he's not Assault Vest, how much does Lando do? Oh shit, dude. If he's not Assault Vest, Lando could kill if it's a less bulky one. Alright, we just go Lando, we Earth Power. If he goes Tornadus, I can Sludge Wave. Knock off Future and Bleak Windstorm. What the last move is gonna be? Icy Wind? Crazy. Okay, so Excalibur is free to set up now, I think. Alright, yeah, we just try to set up with Excalibur. I guess he could Icy Wind to keep my speed in check, but that's it. I mean, he could also knock off my loaded dice. I don't know what else he's gonna do. Now, the goal here is to do some huge damage with Excalibur and then clean up with Iron Valiant. Like, I get a couple kills here and then Iron Valiant can clean up potentially. That's the hope. His biggest setup threat is gonna be Regidrago. With, I don't know what he's going to run, though, so it's kind of tough. I don't know if he's special, physical. Could be Specs, Choice Band, Scarf, could be Dragon Dance. Kind of tough to tell. I kind of just have to play offensively and aggressively against it, I think, to try to just do as much damage as I can to try to keep it in check. He's lowered my speed, but I still get a KO here easily. I outspeed everything except Regieleki, so it doesn't really matter. Well, I guess if he gets another Icy Wind, I go for another Dragon Dance. Do I want to kill everything? Maybe I go for another, maybe it gets... I don't know. He can knock off. I don't know if he really has anything that hurts me too badly. Do I go for another? I don't know, because I mean, if I kill the Tornadus, it's really helpful for Sinistcha, I guess. Take a little chunk of damage. Take 13% with Excalibur. Why did it kill the... Is there a steal? How much do I do to that? Terrace. If it's not bulky Regidrago, I can 1-hit KO with Earthquake. 2-hit KO with ice, with 5 hits of Icicle Spear or 2 hits of Glade Rush. Okay, maybe I just go for another. Casey U-turns or knocks off or something. I don't know. Maybe I just go for it because if I kill this, I might just have to switch out to something else. With Excalibur slower, it kind of sucks. If it's slower than everything, it doesn't really need to be faster than Regieleki because it resists Volt Switch. Of course, explosion's possible, but I've still got Sinistcha if I need that. I think just killing Tornadus is really helpful for Sinistcha. And Excalibur doesn't even need to boost beyond that. Like, it's faster than Ursaluna, Cleaver, Regidrago, and none of them can really take its hits. I just go for the Icicle Spear. I don't want to take too much damage. Like, I might switch Excalibur. Like, if he goes for another Icy Wind, it might be worth it just to switch Excalibur out to somebody else and then bring him back in, because it outspeeds everything but Regieleki, and he doesn't have any ways to prevent, or, well, yeah, I guess he could be Scarfed. It's fine. Cleaver obviously does a lot of damage. I'm still faster than Ursaluna. Regidrago would do a lot of damage. So it's got to be Cleaver or Regidrago. I'm gonna assume it's probably like a Scarfed Cleaver. Yeah, I guess it could be Scarfed Regidrago, but I don't know. And if he goes Regieleki, is he gonna try to set screens? He might. If he goes Regieleki here, I'm gonna assume he's gonna try to set screens. And if he does that, I might need to boost enough to be able to kill the Regidrago behind screens. How much would an explosion do? 51 to 60. And that's not even with any attack investment. Damn, that's a bulky one. Damn, actually, explosion could kill Excalibur here if he has a lot of investment. Okay, now this obviously kills me with Stone Axe. Maybe I'm lucky and he misses. Iron Valiant has really good matchups here too. Kills that. A little bit of chip damage kills that. Kills that. Yeah, a little bit of chip damage here and there, and Iron Valiant can clean up. I go to Jirachi. He missed. I fucking called it. It's payback for the Rotom. I'm assuming he's Scarfed. He might be worried about me being Scarfed and go to Regieleki or Ursaluna. Doom Desire is decent on the Regieleki. Desire is very nice against the Ursaluna. I guess not as much of its Assault Vest, but we'll see what he does here. Just go for Doom Desire. I want to get Excalibur in again. Honestly, Iron Valiant cleans up incredibly well. You know, I get Iron Valiant in against the Cleaver. That'd be really good because it resists everything he has, and with the Spoocer energy, I outspeed it. I think Iron Valiant is really in a good position to clean up. If he doesn't have screens on Regieleki, it absolutely is in a great position to clean up. Though Explosion from Regieleki could be brutal. That's true. I had to go for a Doom Desire. I'm assuming he's going to go Ursaluna or Regieleki. Ursaluna, okay. Might have to sack somebody here, don't I? Earth Power doesn't actually guarantee a kill. Sinistcha cannot take a Blood Moon. Do I need to keep Sinistcha around? I guess is a better question. Do I need to? It is nice to block explosion and rapid spin from Regieleki and give me resistance, another resistance aside from Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur looks really good too, though. Maybe I keep Jirachi in this turn. Go for something in case he double switches, maybe. Maybe I just go to Sinistcha. If I go Sinistcha, I can just spam Machagacha pretty freely. I don't know if Sinistcha is super important for me now. Because Baxcalibur and Iron Valiant are such good spots. I don't want to give him free Calm Mind is one thing I'm worried about. He might be worried about doing that if I've... Yeah, I don't think he's going to go Blood Moon. I would expect Earth Power to do it after Jirachi. Does this thing get Shadow Ball? That'd be really fucking funny if I imprison it when it has a Shadow Ball and that's what we try to use. I don't know if it gets it. No, it doesn't. It's Shadow Claw, not a Shadow Ball though. Okay. I think I just go Sinistcha. Calm Mind, okay. Okay, so he's not Assault Vest. I don't know what item he would be. Maybe like a Chocoberry? I'm gonna guess Chocoberry or something. We go for the Machagacha. There's a lot. Gets the kill, that's okay. Does he die to the Doom Desire? He does. Cool. Okay, now, who do I go to? I really like Baxcalibur, but I'm assuming he's Scarf Cleaver. Actually, let me look at the damage. I'm assuming, I mean, Cleaver is not boots, so I'm assuming it's got to be a choice item. What? Oh, he missed the Stone Axe, so he didn't even do any damage yet, so I can't even tell. Damn. Okay. So, I don't know. I'm going to assume it's Scarfed, which means Baxcalibur needs to Dragon Dance first before I can outspeed it. Okay. I think I go Jirachi, because it's not really threatened by either one. He does have to set up with Regidrago in order to be a threat to it. That's modest. Oh, he might be timid. Is that... Okay. Yeah, Baxcalibur's faster. I wasn't sure what I was thinking. Baxcalibur's faster than Regidrago. Okay. Iron Valiant's in a really good spot too. It does one-hit KO the Cleaver. And potentially Regidrago. I don't know. I'm a little worried about Explosion from Regieleki though. That's kind of what my concern is now. I think I go Jirachi again. Doom Desire. If he goes Regidrago, I go for a Thunder Wave. He could be Lumberry, but I think it may be worth it. If he is Lumberry, then it makes it a lot easier for Iron Valiant to revenge kill. Or Baxcalibur to revenge kill and clean up. We go Jirachi. Regieleki. Okay. Is he... He might just Rapid Spin, actually. Good Doom Desire, which is nice. Set up screens has me really worried. With Sinistcha dead, it's kind of tough against the Regieleki. Damn. I mean, he can only explode on one of them, right? I think I go to Baxcalibur because I like its matchups better. If he does explode, I'd rather Baxcalibur die first because Iron Valiant has the speed to still outspeed Regidrago or Cleaver if they're Scarfed. Do I Doom Desire first? That makes it tough for him to switch in, maybe? I think I just go straight to Baxcalibur. Yeah, we just do it. He did go screens. Okay, I thought he may. Yeah, just go for Dragon Dances, man. Even with screens. Let's see, Reflect. Even with Reflect. It's a one-hit KO. I guess he could explode on Baxcalibur. That'd be kind of a rough. Even with Reflect, Excalibur does want to KO both of them. Holy shit, that's crazy. We're for Dragon Dance. He could explode, I suppose. It's also possible if he explodes that he doesn't kill me. Possible, at least. I need to go for another? Probably. Oh, but if he rapid spins, then he'll be faster anyway. He can clear the rocks and he'll be faster. Might be better just go for the attack, because I am faster than both of these two now. 75% chance to kill a fully bulky one. Okay, so I mean, if he's fully bulky, I have a 75% chance to kill it with Earthquake. And he doesn't kill me with Explosion. Or, if he's offensive, he has a chance to kill me with Explosion, but I definitely kill with Earthquake. Alright, we just go Earthquake. You know, rapid spin. Okay. Yes, I got the kill. Okay. I think I cleaned up with that Excalibur. It's faster. The only thing he can do, really, I think, is mind games with... Oh, you know what? He actually doesn't die. Cleaver doesn't die. Because rocks are gone. The calc was showing it with rocks. So, Cleaver could live this. But Iron Valiant then cleans up. Oh man, it depends on what he has on his Regidrago, I think. And also I still have a full health Jirachi, which is pretty nice against both of them, to be honest. Yeah, Jirachi's kind of nice against both of them. It doesn't take huge damage from either one. It can paralyze him with Thunder Wave and Doom Desire. Hits them both hard. How much is 5 hits? Okay, I think I just go for the Icicle Spear. Or do I go for Glaive Rush? Iron Valiant does 36 to 42% to it. As if Icicle Spear might not actually kill, but Iron Valiant, wait, if he stays in with Cleaver, Iron Valiant easily takes anything from Cleaver. And I can Sword Stance, which lets me guarantee the kill plus guarantee a kill on Regidrago. Spirit Break. Maybe not guaranteed, actually. But I think Jirachi can finish it off. I think I go for the Glaive Rush. 5 hits of that could... It's barely better. I'd rather be more reliable, stronger damage. And hell, maybe he misses a Stone Axe again. And I'm okay if he locks in because Iron Valiant has a really nice matchup against the Cleaver. And he can set up Sword Stances on it. So we go for the Glaive Rush. Lychee Berry. Oh, shit. That's kind of crazy. Alright, he still doesn't do much to Iron Valiant. And Jirachi's also faster. Even with the attack increase, he doesn't do much to Iron Valiant. Maybe it's a Scarf Regidrago. Okay, so I can Sword Stance and then kill it. And then kill the Regidrago too. We go Iron Valiant. We Sword Stance. Man, if he pulls out some crazy shit here, I don't know what he could have that could hit this. Acrobatics or something? I don't fucking know. Acrobatics, I guess. Does it? Does get acrobatics. Shit, he used the Lychee. He might actually be acrobatics. Hold up. That's the only way this thing hits Iron Valiant at all. Okay, so Iron Valiant kills this guy. I don't know if I can afford to be greedy and go for a Sword Stance because I'm afraid he has acrobatics. We will see after the game, I guess. I don't think I can afford to right here. If he does Terra Steel, he makes himself very weak to close combat on the Regidrago. I think I just go for the kill. Go for the Spirit Break on this guy. So that it's these two. And I've still got the Jirachi in my back pocket at full health. Now it doesn't outright kill it. Doom Desire is a little tough to play with. And I do have to also rely on Thunder Wave probably. He could be Scarf. I'm assuming Scarf because he doesn't really have any other speed control. I guess Tornadus and Regieleki are faster than everything else I have, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean, what's the chances he goes for a dragon move expecting me to Terra? So I don't die to a Terra Blast from him. I think my best bet is to Terra and Sword Stance and then close combat. Because if he Terras and goes Terra Steel, I die. If I don't Terra. Yeah, I gotta do it. If he calls it and goes for a damn dragon move on this turn, it would be crazy prediction. And if he wins because of that, then he deserves it for outplaying me in the mind games. Ooh, Dragon Dance, but I'm still faster. He can kill me with a dragon move, but this thing has Earth Power, right? But it's that'll be a special attack. It's gonna be more like this set or something. Maybe a split set or something. I don't know. But still, Jirachi can finish it off, you know. Spirit Break. I think I go close combat because if he doesn't, well, I think I go close combat. I think I have to, right? Damn. I don't know. That's a special set. Probably either physical or mixed, I would guess. That's still what it gives me. That's crazy. I think I just go for the close combat because I can't afford for him to Terra Steel and for me to hit a Spirit Break and do basically no damage. I've got to go for the close combat. Ooh. Is he faster than me now? If he's adamant, no. If he's jolly, yes. We'll see. Still don't know if he can kill the Jirachi. We'll see if he's jolly or adamant. Oh, he's adamant. Hey, I finally got another one. Holy shit. Man. Third win of the season. 3-6 now, so 30% win rate so far. Oh man, that was a close one. All right, well that was a fun one. I sadly didn't get to use the Jirachi set that I used it. I used Doom Desire. It was useful. But I didn't really get to do the Golden Go counter. So kind of sad that I didn't get to see that in action. Well, that was a really good one. I needed that win desperately. I really did. All right. Well, I will see you guys shortly. I'll do a recap and I will see you then. All right. So we got our third win of the season in week 9 against I-90. Well, I needed that one for a morale boost for sure. I really did. That battle, it really sucked in terms of RNG on both sides. The Sludge Wave crit, the Bleak Wind Storm miss, the Thunder Wave and Hydro Pump miss, the Stone Axe miss. It was crazy RNG and really was miserable for both of us. But I'm glad to have gotten the win in the end. Thankfully, I was able to outspeed that Regidrago with Iron Valiant. He had an Adamant Regidrago, and I could outspeed it. It turns out in the calc, or not in the calc, in the Pokepaste I saw of his Cleaver, he didn't have Acrobatics on Cleaver, so I definitely could have set up more with Iron Valiant against it. I was worried about Acrobatics because of the berry, but I definitely could have gotten Sword Stances. I still think I couldn't afford to risk it in that scenario, but yeah, I could have, and then it would have been a lot easier for sure to clean up against the Regidrago. That was a good one. I think I played pretty well. I don't think there's any huge things I could have done differently, really. I watched the replay, and there was a couple things maybe that could have been better, but I don't really know if it would have been a huge deal. In terms of team building, I'm very happy with that team I built. The Jirachi unfortunately didn't really get much usage aside from the Doom Desire, which was good. It was useful. It killed the Ursaluna with it, but didn't really get to use the Imprison part of the set, which was what I was looking forward to on that one. All right, well, that is week 9. I will see you guys in week 10 in my preparations for Joey. Hoping to get that win number 4. I will see you guys next week.